We have seen them. We have used them. We have even needed them. The products of Trinidad and Tobago's printing and packaging industry have played an integral role in both the economic and social lifestyle of the Twin Island state and has thus far pushed on to become one of the industry leaders in CARICOM and the wider Caribbean. Carrying on its mandate to move away from the sole reliance on the oil and gas sector by seeking new avenues for the diversification of the economy, the Ministry of Trade, Industry, Investment and Communications, MTIIC in short, has selected the printing and packaging industry as one of the sectors in which to encourage growth and investment. Trinidad and Tobago's local printing and packaging industry involves well over 200 organizations, all of which can be classed under the subcategories of commercial, labels and packaging materials, producers of paper-based items, plastic packaging manufacturers, rigid packaging manufacturers. In charge of overseeing the development of this industry is the Printing and Packaging Industry Council. Formed in 2006 under the auspices of the MTIIC, the PPIC consists of both stakeholders of the printing and packaging industry and representatives of government. Dr. Clayton Najab, the council chairman of the PPIC, spoke about the responsibilities assumed by the council and how it is applied to aid the future development of the industry.
We've got to develop the competitiveness, the R&D, the product development, for the future, and we're looking also at developing the workforce, because we had a study done and it was found that there's across the board a shortage of skilled labor in that field, and as it gets more sophisticated and equipment gets more sophisticated, we need to have properly trained people here to deal with that.
With its primary focus on the development of the industry workforce through training and educational schemes, the PPIC, in collaboration with the National Training Agency, have implemented various projects ranging from the secondary school level to the tertiary level at the University of Trinidad and Tobago.
Some of the achievements of the PPIC has been to deal with the number one problem, that is the workforce development. And we felt that to do that, we need to start from the floor, the factory floor, because those are the people who you're going to be employing to do the job. Now, in some of the secondary schools where children are not looking at tertiary education in the immediate future, we've targeted as the area, as a source of these potential employees. To do that, we had to get a CVQ introduced. And we worked with the NTA to come up with a CVQ for plastics extruder 1 and 2. CVQ is a Caribbean Vocational Education Program which gives you a certificate that shows that you are capable of extruding plastic, for example. And to do that, it's a course where it's not only academic, it is practical. You have to demonstrate that you can start up the machine and run a job according to the specifications. With that certificate, you can work anywhere in CARICOM because it is recognized throughout CARICOM as a bona fide certificate.
Beyond the education and training programs, which have led to positive developments such as the plan for specialized schools and facilities in graphic design and printing, various incentives such as the Fiscal Incentives Act, Value-Added Tax Relief, the Custom and Excise Act, and the Foreign Investment Act, have been put in place to encourage prospective investors in a bid to help advance the industry. The opportunities for potential growth and investment within this sector continue to be immense.
Whether it's a bottle, plastic bottle, or carton, it's made in Trinidad, but there is a lot of room for future development. For example, a lot of the raw material comes from abroad, and in order to have the synergies or make it more economical, we have to look at ways and means we can use the current resources that we have in Trinidad to expand it, to develop into new products and to make it readily available to the users of these items. So you will hear a lot about, we're looking right now at a feasibility study or pre-feasibility study to look at the size of a polyethylene plant that we need to build to be able to have a reliable support for our industry locally, and also be able to export our product as a means of earning some revenue. So right now everything is imported, but hopefully in the not too distant future we'll see us developing and expanding into other areas. Hopefully maybe we could start making pet resin here. Right now they make the bottles from preforms, but down the line, once the economics are there, we would look at having a plant here that is viable and economic.
The PPIC, in conjunction with the Ministry of Trade, Industry, Investment and Communications, have outlined a well-rounded approach to developing the printing and packaging industry, where alongside ambitious infrastructural plans, the focus on youth and education is not only inspiring but also well-directed. As the late Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The MTIIC's quest to diversify Trinidad and Tobago's economy is evidently moving full steam ahead, with groups such as the PPIC leading their respective sectors into a new horizon of innovation, growth and development for the country.